Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear me and see me now? I'm assuming that should be good now. I hope you guys can hear me now. I had totally hit record instead of stream. Oh, what is going on there? There we go. Okay, cutting that out so I don't reverb. There we go. Thank you very much for the poke, or else I probably would have started going just literally to myself. Your guys' comments about the match, fantastic, and I'm also super excited to face off against the Beast of Sorrow. Or Luza, thank you very much for the suggestion. But yeah, seeing as I was just sitting here talking to myself with nothing on screen for the past 5 minutes or so, I will say I was late. I was getting distracted by the cool comic in the back of the rulebook when I should have been getting things set up. So that's on me, and also on me for hitting record instead of streaming. Whoopsies! But yeah, Beast of Sorrow, let's jump right into it. And so, I guess one thing before jumping right into it, we've upgraded our kit. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that first. And then we do Beast of Sorrow. Cool. Close. We got our 4 folks. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Depart. Okay. Awesome. 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 Yes, indeed, Mike. Buttons are hard. Right, and of course, for anyone who's joining for the very first time, my name is Cam from the Brother Slim, and this is my People of the Stormlit Lantern campaign. First time playing Kingdom Death, and it's been a blast. So changes in kits. Our Lucidin is back from the dead. He is basically wearing the same thing he's been wearing for a while now. Full leather, blood paint, steel sword, and sleeping virus flower. I realized I've actually been misplaying the virus flower, and it should have been gone a long time ago, but I figure it's kind of a good little gimmick to keep this character in the game and doing this reincarnation thing. So I figure we'll keep it there, it's fine. So that is going to be one of our main damage dealers, Fist and Tooth, with the steel sword as the backup. And then I'm super excited about Hasina, who is our Acanthus Doctor. So I don't know if it's like an optimized gear grid, but I think it's pretty sweet. We got the Digging Claws. We also have the Mineral Special Hunting event on the table. And then as many green affinities as I could possibly squeeze in there, which is pretty cool. And that results in 6 armor across the board, which I don't know if it's quite the highest I've gotten to yet, but it's definitely up there. Next up, Lynn is going to be our spear specialist kind of off-tank vibe. So we've got Finger of God, Round Leather Shield, full Screaming Armor, and the Flower Knight badge, and bandages just in queso. And then lastly, our supports buddy, who's got the most laid-back kit of them all. Full Rawhide, Fecal Salve, Cat Eye Circlets, Vespertine Bow, and yeah, that's really about it. And so let's see, back. Cool. Yep. Awesome. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Just going to put the characters in the order that they are listed in this hunt thing, just so it's easy. So we have our Lucidin, Hasina, perfect, Lynn, and Bastim. I did it right. That is fantastic. So I was saying off camera too that I can't quite fit everybody onto the camera, but that's okay. Let's just put this, where do we want this? I can put there. Oh, cool. That works for me. Nice. Sorry, I'm just playing with things that I haven't actually seen before. There we go. So we'll get those guys on camera, and then we can shift this to the right as we go. Alrighty, Roo. So our Lucidin is going to check this out. Scratching grounds. Claw marks scar the ground. The survivors may choose to investigate. Each survivor that investigates gains +1 courage and rolls on the table. Okay. Well, this sounds fun. Let's have 2 folks investigate. Who do we want to have courage? Okay, Hasina, I don't think we're going to do you. Maybe let's do Lynn and Vistim. Yeah, let's do Lynn, and then we'll figure it out. As per usual, I forgot to grab dice. One moment. There we go. Okay, so the stim is rolling on the table, and well, Lynn is first, so she gains a courage, meaning she gets to do bold. We'll do that first, methinks. Let's see what she gets for bold. Birth of the Savior, bold. Okay, so we are in the hunt phase. So she gains prepared, which is nice. Okay, prepared, where are you at? There we go. And we'll roll on this table first. Let us see what it be. 9. +1 permanent strength. Cool. Well, that sounds good. She's now up to +2 permanent strength. We like to see it. And we'll roll on this next table here. Hopefully looking for a good roll as well. Ooh, that is a good roll. A Lantern 10. Fantastic. A prize in the rubble underfoot. Gain 1 lion claw. White line resource. Okay, well, let's take a little look-see. I don't know if the lion claw has anything special on it, so I'm just going to take a look as we grab it here. Nope, nothing special, so we'll just stick it up there. But resources are resources, and we are here to get stuff. Cool. I think, let me just take a look at the stim. Is there any reason? 0 courage. You know what? I think we're just going to scoot on forward. Some happy little campers after that one. So we'll put that up there. And then we'll have Hasina, our new character, go here. And taking a look at this card, we have Lion and Heat. The darkness is filled with unearthly screeching and yowling. Huddled together, the survivors close their eyes but cannot sleep. All survivors suffer 1 brain event damage. Okay. That we can do as well as we scoot forward. So green, so green. Okay. Cena actually doesn't have any insanity, so it takes the head wound, which kind of stinks. Neither does Lynn, that also stinks. Neither does Vastim, very interesting. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. But onwards we go. So we'll scoot up, and this is going to be Lynn rolling on the hunts table. Okay, getting a 35. Broken Lantern Oven. Alrighty. The survivors come across the shattered ruins of a small settlement. Ashen corpses dot the ruins, disintegrating at the slightest touch. An extinguished lantern oven stands intact at the center of the settlement. The event revealer rolls 1d10 and adds their understanding. If the result is 5+, gain the lantern oven innovation. If the settlement already has this innovation, they harvest a broken lantern resource from the remains. Okay, we don't have Song of the Brave, so let's just do... Okay, so we don't get to investigate, but the investigator, in this case, is Lynn. And Lynn, do you have... How much understanding do you have? 1. So we need a 4 up on the dice. Okay, nice. So we get a Broken Lantern resource. Just going to add that just in the app. Boom, boom. That is good. Okay, so that might exist in the Campaigns of Dust expansion. Lots of cooking themes with Ark survivors. Very cool, very cool. In Campaigns of Death, I think the Mushroom Baron, Dung Beetle Baron with all the mushrooms looks like the most fun to me. Very excited for that. Okay, so I can't see the most recent chat. I wonder if I can move that. Head and brain are in different spots. Yes, indeed. Thin out the deck. Yes. Which is good things. Okay, cool. And so we don't get to roll on the table because we don't have Song of the Brave, but that's another light one. So we'll scoot everyone forward and then have the stim roll. Getting a 7. Okay, ooh, Hungry Ground. I don't love the sound of that. The ground suddenly splits and a gaping stone mouth attempts to devour the event revealer whole. The event revealer rolls 1d10. If another survivor has a whip, they throw a line to the event revealer, add 4 to the result roll. So we don't have that. So this is going to be a straight dice roll. Our rolls have been pretty good so far. Hopefully this isn't too bad. I have seen that Big Deno has been smashing through a Frog Dog campaign. I watched a bit of the prologue and then stopped and didn't want to spoil the rest in case I eventually get it at some point. But it looked cool. Looked really cool. Okay, a 9. We like that. You managed to leap away in time. Huzzah! Cool. Out of curiosity, what would have happened if if we didn't make it? Lose all survival as you desperately climb to safety. Okay, well, that would have sucked for our support person. Yeah, I like Big Deno. I feel like it's a good one for me to watch as far as like rules retention and such. Yeah, Trent Dennison. He's an amazing painter too. From what I've watched, it seems like more or less kind of narrative and more just like hammering through the gameplay. Because he did Aeon Trespass as well. And how quickly he got through it and the length of his videos in comparison to what me and the boys are doing is huge. I think he's just a much more intelligent gamer than us and a better editor too. Okay, let's continue on. So we're able to scoot up and then it's back to our Lucidin. Yeah, I think I got turned on to him from his Oathsworn painting videos back in the day. They were really, really good. Okay, so our Lucidin doesn't need to roll yet, and we shall draw this hunt event table. Aromatic breeze. The lion hungrily sniffs the survivor's musk on the wind. Move the lion 1 space forward towards the survivors. If it moves into their space, it ambushes them. So we are not ambushing. There we go, but it does scoot forward. And then roll a random hunt event that we shall do 17. Alrighty, Roo. 17. Some of the lowest numbers we've had. Crush the mountain. Ooh, the mountain lion is the second encounter in whatchamacall. The Black Knight, correct? Which I haven't seen anything about it, but I heard it can be a tough one. Also, welcome back, Jonathan. I did a big read through of so much of the content creator group, and you, sir, have made some phenomenal stuff. My goodness. Okay, face to face. Amidst the sea of stone faces, one catches the event revealer's eye. They feel compelled to investigate. Gain +1 courage and roll 1d10. Okay. And this was our Lucidin. +1 courage. Very nice. And rolling 1d10. Okay, our dice rolls have been really hot, and I'm really worried for when that changes. Alrighty, Roo. So the face is your own, but older and wiser. Gain 1 survival and 1 understanding. Yeah, so we can't gain any more understanding, but we can gain maybe a survival? No, we cannot. Okay, but we're still doing good. That is heavy, heavy fun time, so we shall scoot forward. Now time for Overwhelming Darkness, which I haven't actually done that many times, and when I have, it hasn't been too bad. So famous last words. $147. Super fantastic art as per usual in this game. This one's a little bit more mature than others, but not the most mature one for sure. Okay, all survivors must determine their paths and walk on them simultaneously. So path of the most insane is going to be our Lucidin. I think what I might do is just kind of stick them on the book and board here. A little meta adventure for them as they're off the hunt board here. Survivors with +3 courage. Hasina has like nothing here, I think. So Hasina is Path of the Doomed. Lynn, you got 3 courage, so Path of the Brave. And then Vistim is also fairly new here too. Yes, you are quite new. So that is also going to be Path of the Doomed. Okay, well, let's start with our Lucidin rolling 1d10. Getting a 6. You shriek and lash out. All survivors suffer 1 event damage to a random hit location. Okay. We'll just do in the same order here to themselves. The body. And Tessina, the waist. That was a poor dice roll, but we shall keep it. Waste again for the stim. The stim being our squishiest person. And then back to Lynn, the body. Oh, good to know. So it's a fair fight, just a challenging one, rather than like a bad gotcha kind of moment. There we go. Yeah, I'm loving this People of the Lantern campaign, but I'm really excited to try the short year thing, the 5-year campaign. Sounds very, very cool. Okay, so that is the first one done. I almost closed up the book and thought we could just continue here, but no, we got more things. So this is going to be for Hesina. A 6 as well. You choke on the atmosphere. It leaves you sick and unbalanced. Lose monster level survival. Oh, that kind of stinks. And gain -1 evasion token. Ugh, on our tank, that sucks. Okay, so -4. So yeah, -4 survival puts her down to a single survival. Ouch gibbles. And then also a minus temporary evasion, which kind of stinks too. Alrighty, well, I mean, I'm sure it could be worse. And then for the stim here, getting a 5. You glimpse a nightmare whale swimming overhead. Your heart shrivels, lose half your survival rounded down, and gain the post-traumatic stress disorder. A nightmare whale swimming overhead. Super cool. Well, I mean, I don't know about the survival and disorder here kind of stink, but nightmare whale in the sky, that sounds awesome. Oh, it's got Kingsman too. Well, maybe. I'm probably going to face off against the level 3 version. Well, once again, I don't think I'm going to. I don't know. I'm going to face off with him, and if I don't get him in this campaign, maybe that'll be the time, and that might be the last time I ever see him again. Okay, it feels like a toxic relationship. Just can't get away from him. Okay, so half of survival, rounded down. So we'll do 3, 2, 3, and then post-traumatic stress disorder. Next settlement phase, you do not contribute or participate in any endeavors. Skip the hunt to recover. Well, you know what? That's not too bad. That makes sense, because it's the 4 named characters that you play as rather than it being your own named survivors, right? Yeah, it's a cool format. Okay, and then Path to the Brave, getting a 9. With your lantern held high, you cut a path through the teeming darkness. Suffer 1 event damage to your arms. There we go, there we go. Okay, well, that could have been worse, I'm sure, but it also definitely could have been better. All right, however, we have our special hunt events, which we get to do now. Okay, so who would this be? I think this would be Hesina, so we'll move forward with Hesina. And we have Mineral Gathering, which is a first for me. Cool. Well, let us see what Mineral Gathering be. Also, I think I need to put some sticky notes in this book so I can tell what pages is actually what instead of always going back to the contents. Mineral Gathering 144. Literally, it was just a page away. Cool. So this is a first for me. Every survivor with a pickaxe rolls on the mineral gathering table, which we only have 1. I kind of feel like there's something going on this camera. It just feels closer than usual. Oh, never mind. It's because I've got something else in the way. I move you out of the way. Yeah, we'll just stick you there. Cool. Very cool, though. It's kind of like a bionic entryway, shall we say, there with some creepy giant bug critters on there, but that's cool. Mineral gathering, let's do this. So, I don't think we get any bonuses for this. It's just going to be a straight D10 roll. Getting a Lantern 10, fantastic. On an 8+, gain a scrap basic resource. If this event occurs after Overwhelming Darkness, you find a cave. Resolve all rolls on mineral gathering. Then any survivor may descend to the worm tunnels. Any survivor may, and we do have a sickle. Well, let's see what's down here. Okay, one thing first is we gain a scrap. Let's add that in. Nice, we got a scrap, and we do have someone who does have a sickle, so we'll add 2 to the result. And let's see what happens in the worm tunnels. Becomes a 7. You blunder in the darkness, lost and separated from the other survivors. A voice whispers to you, leading you back. Lose 2 survival and gain +2 insanity. If you are deaf, you do not hear the voice and disappear in the dark. You are dead. Luckily, not dead. Okay, so this is... I think it's Hesina who has the sickle. So now down to 0 survival for our tank, but gaining 2 insanity. I don't know how I feel about the 0 survival on the tank, but we shall see how that goes. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that is that one done. So we'll scoot everyone up. And then we have the next special one, which is herb gathering. Cool art. All survivors struggling with words this evening. Consume herbs and berries, gain +1 survival, and read herb gathering. Yay, survival! There we go, and herb gathering. Let's get to it. On 126. There we go. Once again, very cool art and a exceedingly creepy plant. More out on that side too, with some more creepy plants. Alrighty, each survivor must make a special roll. To make a gathering roll, a survivor nominates any number of d10s and rolls them. If 2 or more die results are the same, your score is 0. Otherwise, add all your die results to determine the gathering score. Add the survivor's gathering score to make a single final score and consult the herb exploration table. Add 10 to the final score if you pass the darkness base, which we have. Cool. Well, I think let's start. We'll just go down the row in order. So our Luzidin is going to roll 3 dice. Fantastic. Just going to start a tally here. 18. And let's do 4 for Hesina. Okay, awesome. So 5, 10, 14. Then I'm going to do 3 for the next. Ooh, awesome. 21. And then we'll do 3 again here. Also very nice. Okay, so after adding the 10, we get a total of 84. So let's consult. 75 plus, the survivors find a path through the weeds. Any survivor with a sickle may explore the swamp or gain a strange, fresh Acantha strange resource. Well, I think we need to explore the swamp. We haven't been able to do this before, so let's do this for sure. Yeah, it does strictly say 4. Well, explore the swamp. We don't have a almanac, so we just get to roll 1 dice. Let us see how that do. 7. A ghostly flower blooms and covering a face inside. It tells you that you are peaceful, that you are a peaceful, careless flower. Remove any disorders and gain apathetic. Ooh. So, the survivors find a path through the weeds. Any survivor with a sickle. We only have 1. Okay, cool. I was curious if this is like effects to everybody or not. This is going to be just Hesina here. Double checking, yes. And Hasina doesn't have any disorders. Gained the apathetic disorder and 1 understanding. So let's do that really quick. Ooh, I get to read insight, so we'll do that in just a moment here. Apathetic. Apathetic. You cannot use or gain survival. Oh man. Cure this disorder if you have A+ understanding. Okay, so that is probably the worst disorder I think I've gotten in a very long time. Jonathan, yeah, that was a crazy high roll. I really lucked out on the dice there. Especially, like, obviously could roll more dice, but I got really high rolls. That was very nice. I take. Unfortunately, it led to this horrible disorder. Yeah, fun. Okay, well, let's do the thing before I forget. So, insight. We do insight. Insight. So we are in the hunt phase. We get to do an epiphany. And so explore. Meaning she can, whenever they roll on a investigate table, add 2 to the results. Very nice. Explore, and then let's roll a d10, getting a 5. Gain 3 survival and 3 insanity. We can't spend the survival, which really stinks. Okay, we can't even gain it, actually, because of the disorder. But we'll gain that insanity, which is something. Okay, so we got a few more hunt turns. Yeah, I didn't know that existed, and I just wish I could just go on obliviously thinking that it didn't exist, because that one sucks. All right, moving forward, though, we'll have the stim. These guys should actually switch around. We'll have Lynn scoot forward and do the next line hunt. Line sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dry, tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. They gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the white line's bizarre, inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains 1 understanding and 1 insanity. Okay, let's do that really quick. Insanity and understanding. Insanity, understanding, and then 1 more. The stim, first insanity, and probably your first understanding. Oh, second understanding. Yay! Okay, and then roll on the random table we shall. Getting a 2. Should have rolled the white dice, but that's okay. Worked out kind of perfectly with that in mind, actually. Do kind of love that we rolled really low on the hunt event table and really high everywhere else. 2. Corpse. The survivors are overcome by a sudden chill, their breath seizing in their lungs. The survivors' teeth chatter mercilessly. All survivors lose monster-level survival. At the center of the sudden frost is a perfectly preserved corpse. If the settlement has cannibalized, the event revealer gains 1 basic resource. If the settlement has graves, which we do, the event revealer examines the corpse and gains +1 courage and 1 understanding. Cool. Except for the monster level survival. Like, oh, monster level. It's so high right now, too. Ugh. Okay, so our losing it goes down by a whole bunch of survival. And gaining courage and understanding. Okay, so Hasina is down to 0 survival. Not that it matters for her. Understanding and courage. Nice. Lynn. Ooh, Lynn gets to do insights, which is something. Okay, we'll come back to her in just a moment. Oh, and our support character has a single survival. Ooh, also gets to do insight. Nice. Okay, so we have 2 characters doing insight, Lynn and Vistim. Let's scoot those folks up. and get back to insight. Yes, avoided hunts 10, which is, I've only heard rumors. I don't know exactly what it does, but if that's the harvester worm, I've heard that it is not a good time. Okay, so insight for, let's see, am I correct here? Good. Yes, it is for both. Gotta say, KDM Scribe is a freaking lifesaver for management. Like, trying to jot all these abilities and such down would just be a nightmare. I also have notoriously messy writing, and extra would have been a nightmare. 6. Gain survival and 3 insanity. Okay, so she is just 1 shy of her total. That's something. And 3 insanity we shall take. Okay, and the stim. So you get explore as well. And maybe something a little bit higher would be nice here. Ah, nope, alas, it'll be a 6. So, you know what, that's not a bad thing, because we were super low on survival, just at 1, and now we're back up to 4, so that's something. And everyone's insane, which I don't mind for this fight. Cool. And then the stim gets to activate this last event. White Lion Club. Clubbing baby white lions. The survivors find a white lion cub. They may choose to slay the cub. If they do, each survivor gains 1 basic resource, and the event revealer rolls on the table below. We are going to do so. Let's gain a random basic resource. Monster hide we get. We'll add that to our pile. And then roll on the table. Ooh, a lantern 10. Very nice. Nothing happens. Woohoo! And with that, we are able to make it to this Beast of Sorrow. Didn't need survival on our tank character because they've got 0 to begin with and they can't gain or use it, which stinks. So we'll see how they do and what's going to happen with that. I think they're going to be blocking almost every turn. But everyone else was super low and definitely could have used some. Okay, so we got the Beast of Sorrow, we got the fight. Let's do this thing. Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about Taboo Bat too is he's so active online and just in the community in general, and it's insane how fast he makes updates when there's be it like store sales for new content or all of the freaking expansions. My goodness. Thank you so much there, Arluza. Looking forward to hearing what you think about the fight on the morrow. Have a wonderful sleep. There we go. Okay, let's get these out of here. All right, I am actually just going to cut to off camera for just a minute here. Just need to put some more ice in my glass and just get the encounter set up here. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, there we go. Thank you for bearing with me there. Let's shuffle this over a little bit. Does the cub get 4? I thought it was 1. Let's see. Are you referring to the resources? Yeah, if you're referring to the resources, it is just the 1, and we just got the single monster hide. Let me know if you meant something else though too. Okay, so our kind of game plan here is we ended up drawing a second tall grass. So we've got a lot of tall grass, which I figured would try to space out around the board a little bit. And then some debris up in the corner there too. So I don't know if I'm going to go for it on the first turn or not. And obviously it goes first. And we have some interesting traits with this guy too. Oh, it used to give 4. Cool. It's always interesting hearing about like what used to be good and is not, and what used to be bad and is now good. Great that they are updating the game though too. So I am worried about our tank having 0 survival. I was really excited about the Acanthus Doctor, and if they go out on this first fight, I'm gonna be very sad. But yeah, so traits. We've got the usual white line one of cunning. At the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws. If there are any adjacent survivors, target 1 at random and full move the white line directly away from all threats. Target suffers grab. So this would really suck for our tank. However, our tank does have the counterweight axe, which has reach. So hopefully that'll be really good there. Then we have a few familiar, but unfamiliar here traits. We have Trample from the Screaming Antelope. When the monster collides with a survivor, they suffer damage equal to the monster's level to a random hit location, which is going to be 4 damage, which is pretty big, so we definitely want to avoid that. Weak Spot from Dearest Buddy Ol' Pal Kingsman. Focus there. There we go. The monster has -4 toughness when you attack from its blind spot, which is pretty sweet. So -4 toughness is going to bring it down to 9, which is pretty unreal. And then last but not least, Indomitable. Whenever the monster attacks or is attacks, it stands at the end of that attack. So basically, we can't take advantage of it being knocked down. Knockdown is something I haven't actually had come up that often. I don't know if it's something that like I can. There's certain gear that knocks people down more often or not, but it's not something I've encountered very much in the last 10 or so Lantern years. That's for sure. I thought it had the life trait. We don't need to worry about that though, so that might be nice. So we can at least cut down its abilities and what it's doing. So let's see. I think that hunt phase went good. The no survival, kind of a bummer, but we're going to work through it and see what happens. So starting things off, it's going to be its turn. Size up. Random threat and field of view. So everyone is a threat and everyone's in field of view right now. So let's just roll off. Lowest one is going to get it. Just going from left to right here. So Arlucidin getting a 9. Hasina getting a 1. Lynn getting a 5. And the Stim. Back in my day. 1.3, 1.5? Which one? Okay, so this is going to be on Hasina. Size up. Intimidates target. The monster stares down its prey. Turn to face the target and roll a d10. On a 4+, suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So luckily they got some insanity. So we're looking for 3 or less. No, so they suffer 4 brain event damage. Going down to 2 insanity, which we don't really love. However, that is its turn, which all things considered, not too shabby. So we get to go there. And I don't think it actually moves or anything too. Yeah, it just stays there. So we don't get to take advantage of the spot right now, which I don't know if we necessarily love. Okay. At the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws. So there are no adjacent survivors. And it's not going to trample or anything. So it's just going to stay there. I was really planning on it coming to get me. That's for sure. How do we want to play this? I kind of think... I don't know if this is a bad idea or not, but I'm kind of tempted to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to come up with our Arlucidin. Actually, first things first, I'll put you there. Let's do a little scouty scout here. So first, let's go move you back there. And then we're going to, do you want an AI or hit location? Probably hit location. That'll be the most informative here. So using the cat's eye circlet, we are going to take a little looky-loo at the top 3 cards here. So Beast Rib. So a way to gain survival, that's nice. There is a crit, there's a crit, and there's a crit. Okay, so we do like to see the crits, because we got someone who can crit a fair amount with Dearest or Lose It in here. So I think, let's put the Beast's Elbow on the bottom. One, two, three, four, five, because we don't really want to... Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're not going to do the blood paint right now. So we're going to have 2 attacks hitting on, I think, 6s in our Lose It In's case because of Monster Claw style. Yeah, they don't have any other accuracy, so hitting on 6s. Okay, that's 1 hit. We shall take it. Here we go. And for our Lose It In critting, so 3 luck, so that would be 7. Becoming a 6 from Fist and Teeth itself. So critting on a 6. A 5. Confirmed 1.6 updates. Don't get as big anymore, alas. Okay, so strength though. Okay, this would be 1 extra strength, so this would be 7 strength. Dang, so we don't wound. That's a bit of a surprise and a bit of a shame. So if he stays there, he's gonna get smacked. And I don't think it's worth doing a surge. So he's gonna spend a survival, and oh, he doesn't need to because he's wearing leather armor, which I almost forgot about. And specifically, let's get back to loadout here. The leather boots have this amazing thing where at the end of your act, you may move 1 space. So let's go ahead and do that. Happy little crits. And yes, definitely beat the devil out of it. I still can't get over how poor my dice rolls were in the last fight. I'm not one for math, but statistically speaking, they were suboptimal at best and below average. So hopefully that's not the case here. But I think we're going to play safe and just going to step back 1, so we're no longer adjacent. And as far as for anything else, I think they are going to scream. And the scream is non-deaf insane survivors gain +1 movement. All other non-deaf survivors gain +1 insanity. Let's see. So someone's gonna get an insanity. Actually, no one's getting insanity. So that would just be movement, which I don't really think is needed right now. Okay, I think they can just sit. They will survival to surge, getting it back, and then we'll roll a dice on the debris. Actually, no, I'm going to switch that around. They don't need to. This person can just move and just do that. Just because, yeah, the scream didn't make any sense to do. So we get to add 2 to this result, though, which is nice. Becoming a 10 on ye old debris. Oh, we can actually add 3 because the scavenger kit, too. Oh, no, that's not them, though. Okay, so we gained a scrap sword. We've gained a few scrap swords and don't really need them. So, John, I think I might, I read through it. I haven't really taken it into the app or anything yet, but I think I am definitely going to use, or at least look into and use a piece of your King's Coin contents for some deconstruction of Sturf. Okay, gear, scrap sword from the weapon crafter. We have 4 of them, and we've only made 1. There we go. Okay, and I think they're going to be okay on the ground for now. And I'll take this off. Actually, you know what? No, let's get them up, and we'll use that same roll from them, just so that they are a threat that's in field of view, because it would be nice to have someone being attacked in the grass. Okay, back to its turn. Revenge. Last survivor to wound in range. There is none closest threat in field of view. That we can do. No target, sniff. Okay, so we'll scoot up to here. Move and attack targets. So we have +1 speed and +1 damage to worry about here. Oh, I got you there. Happy little crits indeed. Okay, so 3 dice. Usually hitting on 2s, which is pretty brutal. However, we do have some evasion, I do believe. Okay, we got quite a bit of evasion. That is nice. So 2s become 6s. Amazing. So that is going to be 3 misses, and we don't need to worry about grab. One moment. After damage, the white line isolates its prey. Full move. Okay, trigger after damage. So we don't need to worry about that. Yeah. Because it says after damage, I'm not going to worry about it moving either, or definitely not the grab. So that is the end of its go. There we go. We definitely do want to move our lose it in now, though. And we also aren't super keen on the card that he's got coming up. So let's start moving some folks around here. There are no bad rolls indeed. Only happy accidents. I agree, except the Kingsman. To be fair, I did have fun with that fight, but I had fun because I wasn't expecting to win and just wanted to have a good time. But there were unhappy rolls in that one. Okay, so might do that same thing again. So let's maybe shift a little bit, and you can go 1, 2, just moving a little bit forward, and maybe go there. And what we're going to do, actually no, you stay there. Scan the application deck once more, so we know what the first 2 are. And Beast's Heal. So all these do have crits. Once again, not huge on the Beast's elbow. So let's stick that on the bottom and see what we can do here. So I think we're going to go with our lose it in first. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting into the blind spot. And this time we are going to go ahead and use the blood paint for 3 attacks. We'll do the first 2 with a fist and teeth though. So hitting on 6s, 1 hit. And connecting with, oh, I did that backwards, oopsies. Let's do that the way that I wanted to. There we go. So we connect with the beast's brow. So there's a wound and a crit effect. Okay, so wounding on a 6, or critting on a 6. Nice, so we get a crit. Cancel reactions on this card, that is nice. The white line's vision is impaired. It gains -1 accuracy token. Very nice. And we get to, oh, we crit. Amazing, so we get to do a extra wound because of Savage. Woohoo! That's nice. Okay, so that is 2 wounds in, love to see that, and a -1 accuracy token. We also love to see that. Very, very nice. Okay, and then we also get to attack with the silver sword here, so let's, or steel sword, not silver sword. So hitting on a 3, we do hit, very nice, and really hard, basically impossible not to wound here. Nice, so we still wound, getting a 15 with its 11 strength after modifiers, and I should have picked the card first. And I should have looked at that, so that was a 4. Yeah, so we don't crit, because we only got a 6. 1 more, not sure. Yeah, so not a crit. But we do wound. Cool. There we go, and another wound down. Fantastic. So we know that it's going to want to run around. And right now it's going to be running that way, which we don't love. Yeah, successfully avoiding the King's Curse was cool. And getting King Step was awesome too, especially on, again, it's kind of cheating, but it's for the little story of this Arluzidin character. Arluza's been watching me and the guys with Aeon Trespass and then been more into Kingdom Death, basically ever since we started this our little teeny YouTube channel. So figured it'd be fun to have a little character named after him. He's just kind of like the mascot for this campaign. So it's cool that he got that, because we're going to have it for the rest of the campaign. I lost train of thought where I was going with that. Okay, so show. I don't think we want to do. Let's see. How do we want to do this? That's going to be moving in a straight line that way. That person's got more movement. So let's go ahead and do Lyn. And Lyn's wearing full screaming armor gear here, so we can do Slam and Skewer. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, they got to be in a straight line. Never mind. So can't do Slam and Skewer, but they can get into range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move to there. And then Arluzidin's going to step back 1 with the leather boots, allowing him to do so. And then Lyn has the Finger of God, which is pretty awesome. Do they have 5+ survival? Yes, they do. That's nice. +1 accuracy and +1 strength. So we have 2 dice hitting on 4s. And so the reason of that is Finger of God, so reach 2, which is nice, but then also as long as you have the affinities and +5 survival, gain 1 accuracy and 1 strength, which is pretty cool. So we get 2 hits, and let's see what we connect with. So Beast's Chest, which we were expecting. And you know what, maybe should have just searched with Arluzidin because he's got the crazy crit chances. That was probably the wiser move, but oh well. So let's do this one first. Okay, so no block on Lyn, so critting on a 10. Oh, baby, we crit. Amazing. Cancel the reaction, it vomits all over you, feeling awesome. Heck yeah. Gain a basic resource and 3 insanity. Okay, 1, 2, 3, up to 7 insanity. We like that. And a basic resource that we shall do. Gaining a monster organ. Very nice. Cool. I don't think there's any other special crit effect there, but we get rid of another wound. Very nice. Oh, oops, I realized what I did there. I didn't put the cards back from where they were supposed to, but that's okay. Okay, so Fleshy Gut is done, and then Beast's Chest. So, crit on a 10 again. Oh my goodness, Dear Diary, you ask and you shall receive. It's not going to run away because we crit it once more. You strike at the white line Stout Heart, gain a random white line resource. Roll 1d10. If the result is 10, the white line dies instantly. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's gain a resource quick. I just need to shuffle this deck a little bit. Okay. We'll just draw from the middle for now. We gain a white fur. Very nice. And now, what are the chances of 3 10s in a row? Mathematically, impossibly slim. Thematically, I would love it. Oh, alas. Not a 10, so the line doesn't die instantly. But that's pretty fantastic. And heck yeah, come for the fight, stay for the farming. I am super into that. Because I need resources. I feel like I've been resource starved for a while. Okay, well that was freaking awesome. Okay, super cool. And then we have another survivor to go still. It's not even the end of our turn. So let's go ahead and move Hasina up. 1, 2, 3. Hasina's got, I think, like 7 movement right now, which is so cool. All right, so she does have reach, so she doesn't need to get too close, which is nice. Just gonna double check her loadout here. Ooh, she doesn't have reach anymore. I totally forgot. I got rid of that in favor of the Digging Claw. Okay, we're going to go here. Oh, and then they can't. Oh. Never mind. They are going to just sit right there. Is there any other action that they could do? Well, I guess they're going to block. So they'll stand where they are and they shall block. I'll put her in the tall grass. Okay, so yeah, just because I'm really worried about cunning. And they wouldn't be able to escape the grab. And it would just be 4 damage that we don't really want to take. So don't love that. But block. We shall do that. That sounds good. All right, so monster's turn. Maul. Victim of grab last round, so we don't have that. Closest knockdown survivor in range. No one's knocked down. So in that case, sniff. We haven't had sniff in a very long time. Sniffs the air and ends its turn. Until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats, despite any effects that say otherwise. Ugh. When a level 3 plus line, which is when it's performed sniff, gains an accuracy token. So that means its -1 accuracy token is gone. Well, I'm extra glad that we got that earlier. And we don't want it to sniff, that's for sure. Okay, so that's its turn over, though. Yeah, such a monster. Killing its cub and knocking it out. Okay. Okay, so back to us. So we don't want them getting in range. They can block, so they're going to block. Let's go and do some hit location scouting again. So let's take a peek-see here. So the next 3 cards are Beast's Elbow, which is our least favorite. And there's critical wound effects on all of them. So it's going to be a bit of a risk, but I'm going to put the Beast's Elbow at the front, actually. At the top. Okay, and so our Lucidant's going to shuffle forward 1. And gets 2 dice hitting on 6s with a fist and teeth. Oh, bummer. Okay, let's go ahead and surge, and we'll do that again. 6s. Oh, mega bummer. Well, let's step back 1. Okay, well, that stinks. In that case, I think I might surge with our... Yeah, this is a bit of a gamble, but let's see. Going to surge with her. So keeping the survival on a 6. Nice. She does. This being the stim. And so surge, actually, what I'm going to do is using the Vespertine bow. Just because the deadly, meaning that she can crit on a 9. Okay, so 3 dice. Hitting on 6s. Amazing. So we get 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. And we can do these in any order. So they all have effects here. I guess we might as well do the one last, just because why not? Okay, let's see. So critting on, I think, deadly should be a 9. Let me see. Any luck? No luck. So yes, critting on a 9. Wounding is going to be unlikely, though. With only... How much strength does Vestim have? Only 1. Oh yeah, I don't know why I brought Vestim out, actually. Yeah, this is a poor choice of a survivor. I will. So basically, yeah, impossible to wound unless I crit on a 9. Okay, so not on that one. There's no bad effects there, though. And then critting on a 9. Amazing, we do crit. Fantastic. So another wound in the stack. Force of blow breaks its ribs. It gains a -1 toughness token. Nice. When was this Kingsman? Yeah, look at me go. Kingsman was the last live stream 2 weeks ago yesterday. Really, like, it was... I gave it my best, and it was the best shot I had. But alas, it was not enough. Okay, so we wounded, amazing, and then let's see, can we get a 9 a second time in a row? Oh, dear diary, jackpot. Yeah, Mike, totally agree. Absolutely saving up for this fight. So once again, it's not going to run away, which is nice. Critical wound, the monster howls in pain as the blow breaks its elbow with a sickening crunch. Non-death survivors gain 3 insanity and may stand if knocked down. Cool, there we go. So 3 insanity for everyone. 1, 2, 3 for Vestim. Lynn going up to 10. Very nice. Hesina up to 5. And our Lucidin up to 22, which is pretty bonkers. Okay, well, that was pretty cool. Next up, let's do 2 hits with our Spear Bro. So 2 dice hitting on, I think 4s. I'm just going to double check though. I've really been liking the spears. The range weapons or like reach weapons are awesome. Oh, take care of that kiddo. Hope they fall asleep soon, or depending on what time it is there, have a wonderful time with them. And we'll see you next time, John. Take care. And until then, fight, indeed. Okay, yeah, so hitting on 4s. We get 1 hit, and that hit is going to be against soft belly. Okay, a built-in blow to the soft belly. Do you have any luck? You don't have any luck. So it's just going to critting on a 10. Ooh, 9, that is very close. So not a crit, but we do get another wound. So we're looking pretty good here. This fight's going well. And again, we're not in the cunning range, so that is good. But it is back to the monster's turn here. So let's see. Ooh. So I think I'm on Lantern Ear 20 or somewhere around that. And this is the first legendary card that I've actually had happen. Okay. When Vanish is drawn face down, remove the white line from the showdown board and remove the priority target token. Okay, so we take him off the board. Trippy. Well, while Vanish is face up on top of the AI deck, a survivor on a space with tall grass may spend an action and roll 1d10 to search. On a result of 9+, the monster is found. Place it adjacent to the survivor and discard Vanish. When Vanish is drawn face up, target a random survivor and place the white line adjacent to them. Target is doomed. Okay, so that is its turn. Very cool. I think we want to be on as much tall grass as possible here. And how do we want to do this? We could all stack up on 1, and I think we're going to do it. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting to there. And they are going to roll. So on a 9+, the lion shows up. Nope. Hesina we'll save her for last. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting to there. 9+. Boom. Okay. On a result of 9+, the monster is found. Place it adjacent to the survivor and discard Vanish. There we go. Wild though. That was cool. Just reading ahead on the card for fun, just because I don't want me to see this again. So it's doomed when drawn face up, which we don't need to worry about. And then if the target survives, read 0 presence. Cool. Very cool. Okay, we'll discard that. That's neat though. Cool card. I like that a lot. And so these 3 have gone. Ooh. That person is now adjacent too, which we don't like. Let's do or lose it in first because they haven't gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the blind spot. Yeah, so Vanish, it was on top of the deck, which they would then put it to my turn. So then I'm able to move around and search. Lucked out with the high dice roll, which has been the name of the game this fight. And then it reappears, and I discard Vanish. Cool card. Very cool card. Alrighty, Ryu. So we'll go ahead and do Blood Paint, but I think first let's spend a survival and surge on our support character Pistim, getting it back on a 6. No, so they'll go down to 3 survival. And let's take a look at what's coming up next for us here. So Beast's Tail, Beast's Paw, and Glorious Mane. Okay, this is... Oh, that would be a big risk. We don't like that. Yeah, that'd be a risk. Let's do it like this. Okay, there we go. And I don't think we're going to go ahead and use the Blood Paint for this. We're just going to just Fist and Teeth. Maybe Surge if we want to. All right, so hitting on 6s. No. Let's go ahead and Surge. Going down to 3 survival. 6s. Okay, we get 1. We'll take it. So Beast's Paw. And so we crit on a 6. Oh, we didn't even need the 6. We get the full Lantern 10. Fantastic. All right, and because of Savage, that's another 2 cards discarded into the wound stack, which is fantastic. And what is the effect here? We destroys the white lion's foot, so it loses a movement. Amazing. There we go. So minus a movement, minus a toughness, plus speed, plus damage is where we're at. Gain a lion claw. And also, it's got a broken foot now, too. Okay, lion claw, where you at? Lion claw. Boom, boom. There we go. Yes, sneaky lion indeed. Really cool. And then I was kind of thinking that Zero Presence. I'm really curious what the story of Zero Presence is. I know Zero Presence is a fighting art, but just given like the ambush attack, like I'm curious if your survivor might die in that event possibly too, which is very, very interesting. Okay, and then they get to move back one. Boom, boom. Alrighty, Rue. We're gonna have Lynn is gonna spend a survival going down to 5 just to get out of being adjacent there, just so grab doesn't happen. So many crits. I'm loving it. Loving it very much. All right, that brings us back to the lion's turn. Let's see, what is it going to do? Chomp. Closest threats facing at range. This is going to be our tank, who didn't block this turn, but is in the tall grass. So they are going to scoot on up here. All right, so 2 speed. 2 speed. What is Hasina's evasion? Hasina's got 2 evasion naturally, but is also in the tall grass. So becoming 4 evasion, so hitting on 4s. That's just going to be 1 hit. We love to see it. And we don't have block in play, and we can't spend any survival, so it's just going to happen. Let's see where she gets hit. Yeah, we thinning out this deck. I think can still do grab. You can definitely still do grab from the cunning trait. I don't know about... I wouldn't be surprised if the broken foot comes into play for some of its AI cards, though. Oh, and this does have Headhunter, too, which I didn't notice, so didn't need to roll that in the first place. So this is going to be... how much damage would that be? Not very much at all, actually. You know what? That's not too bad at all. I was so only 2 damage, but it is to the head, so going down to 4 armor at the head location. And yeah, that's not too bad. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that indeed. Okay, so this does place us in a kind of cool spot here. Let's go ahead and see. So support person is just going to move back 2 just to get out of the way there. Maybe 3 just in case. Nice close up of my arm there. Great view. And then we're going to scout the hit location deck again. So getting Glorious Mane, Beast's Tail, and Fuzzy Groin. Not really a huge fan of Fuzzy Groin. Okay, and the Impervious one's not great either. I think let's put the Glorious Mane Impervious one on top, because one of the things that we are trying to do with Hasina is accuracy +2. That's nice. Level up the shield, which I don't think there's any point in that actually, just because the strength is so low. Got 2 strength. Yeah, there's no point in doing that. Because do you have... Oh yeah, never mind. That wouldn't work at all actually. There's no point in that because you're going to be a grand specialist. So let's do the digging claw. So 1 dice hits on 2s, which is insane. Yep, so it hits. And then we get the Glorious Mane, which I don't think we have any luck. Oh, we do have 1, so we crit on a 9. Oh, for a moment I saw it. Put that down. And then Lynn is going to move, going... Sorry, this isn't Lynn, this is Hasina. Realistically, I think just 1 back is fine in my books for now. Don't need to... You can't do any survival, there's nothing to do there. Oh, maybe you should have blocked, actually. That's okay. We've already played it. Next up, let's go ahead and move in. Apathetic Tank was my emo Harry Potter tribute band. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm really excited. It's a random little tangent, but for the Stormlight Archive tabletop role-playing game that's going to be coming to crowdfunding next month. I actually got to help playtest it, which is super neat. But the Brotherwise Games, the company behind it, just shared that they're going to be doing a kind of like behind-the-scenes development magazine that they're selling at Gen Con. And it's called Chasm Fiend, with some super metal art of what a Chasm Fiend is, which is a creepy-looking giant, like, crab creature. It's awesome. And I think Chasm Fiend would make a sick band name. The art's awesome, though. It looks so good, and it would make a great album cover, too. Okay, Lynn. Tangent over. Let's scoot you to there. So we're not going to be in a blind spot, but that's okay. We get 2 dice hitting on 4s. We get 1 hit. Fuzzy groin. Critting on a 10. Wounding releases it, though. Oh, is that going to be enough, actually? A 3. 9. Yeah, it is. Just barely. So with strength of 8 added to the 3 is 11, but plus an extra strength from the Finger of God right now, so bringing it to 12. And it's got -1 toughness, bringing it down to 12. So huzzah! We don't crits, but we do a wound, which for that card is perfect. Nice. Okay, so that is that. Do we want to surge with them? I kinda want to. Let's do a surge. All right, so Lynn is going to surge, going down to 4, and we'll get 2 more dice, hitting on 4s. Oh, we get a perfect hit, and no effects on a perfect hit, though, I think. Let me just check fighting arts and such. Strategist, I totally forgot about to use that, actually. That's okay, though. Okay, well, let's see what we get. So we are working our way through the hit location deck, so we know that the trap has got to be coming up in the not-too-distant future. Okay, so we got a reflex. Ooh. Cancel all hits out of the range. Any survivors passed over separate grab. We don't love that, so let's do this one first. Okay, let's do this one first. I think our tank's going to get smacked and grabbed, though, which we don't love. Okay, so wounding on a 3. We wound. Well, that is nice. So we just got to shuffle up the remaining AI deck. I kind of want to see that legendary card again and see what happens with 0 presence. Okay, that's nice and shuffled up. And we discard another one. Oh, nope, I think I already discarded one, so I'm not going to discard another. Okay, and a crit, a Lantern 10 would be nice right now. No, so we do wound, which is something, so we get rid of the card. However, it is going to reflex, and we don't have any flows to use, and they couldn't do anything here either. So it moves forward in a straight line, going 6. Any survivors passed over suffer grab. 1 damage per monster level, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get knocked down there, and 4 damage to a random location to the body. Okay, Hasina's body goes down to 2 armor. Pretty big hit. We've managed to avoid all of the grabs, though, so that's okay. All right, and that is going to bring it to its turn. Let's see what we do. Size up. Random threat in field of view. We'll just do lowest dice roll once again. 7, 9, lastly 2. So that's going to be our Lucidin way in the back. Okay, so 10 plus, we're looking for a 3 or lower. No, we get a Lantern 10 when we don't want it, but that's okay. We've got a lot of Lantern 10s in our favor. 1 brain damage per monster level. Done dealio. So going down to 18 insanity. There we go. And that's its turn. So not too shabby. I think first things first, let's encourage. And keeping on a 6. Nope. So that is Vistim down to 2 survival, which we're not huge on. So you get to get up. And then how do we want to do this? So you can move, I think you can move 7 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to block over there. So that's your turn. And then Hasina is going to hit location scout once more with a cat eye circlet. We're getting so low in this deck. Like the trap is absolutely coming up soon. Okay. So let's be a little risky. Let's put that up top. And how much movement do we have here? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd have to dash with our Lucidin. He's got 3 survival. Let's go ahead and do it. So dashing, getting up to there. And let's see how this goes. We will do blood paint here first. So let's do the 2 fist and teeth attacks. Fist and tooth attacks. Yeah, cunning after each turn. I think I've remembered it mostly. I've been making sure to have everyone out of adjacency. Or Lucidin can move back 1 at the end of each of his turns. And this person I just have not been making any attacks so that they're just not adjacent. And then they have reach also. And then they are just ranged person in the back. Unless I missed it last turn and just totally slept on it. Okay, so 6s. Oh, bummer. That's too bad. But we do have the other one too. Oh, knockdown survivors on cunning. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot about that. That's the wrong one. At the end of the monster's turn, we did have a knockdown adjacent survivor, didn't we? Yes, you are correct. So let's do that directly away from all threats. So yeah, quick little retcon. We'll just restart this turn because we haven't gone too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You were here. Then full moving away from everybody would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. There we go. And then this would have been. Thanks for the reminder there. I totally forgot about it being or like the when of that. So 4 damage to the waist for Hasina. Down to 1 armor there. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just restart our turn. She's already gone though. I think what we will do is just use her movement though too. The wording of it is if there are any adjacent survivors, target 1 at random and full move the white line directly away from all threats. Target suffers grab. So I think they were knocked down, which doesn't matter in this case just because they were adjacent. So let's move you 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that. Okay, and they're going to encourage to get this person up. This person is going to boogie on out of here, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are going to block. Oh, don't be sorry at all. I appreciate it. This fight was going too well, and this is a good little thing to sort out in the meantime. Yeah, nothing to apologize for at all. I appreciate it. To quote, I can't remember the comedian, but thank you, motherfucker. I appreciate it. Something like that, at least. Okay, show. This does change things up a little bit. How do we want to do this? So they can only move 5. So I think this is just going to be a getting back into position turn. So you know what? They are going to, they blocked, in this case, they move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can move 7. So let's go. Do we want to dash this turn or not? I think they are going to go to here, actually. And then for everyone else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to there. Oh, I guess they can scream, and so that would give everyone another movement. So let's go ahead and play it like I've done that first. So we'll just move them there, move him there, and then move him there. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it's Sad Boy's whole deal indeed. Yeah, I think I know for a fact I remembered it earlier, and I just hope I was playing it right because I might have had it in my head one way and then it was a different way. So we'll see. I'll make sure to to play it correct from here on. No, I think I at least started the fight playing it right. And 1 sec here, I just got to adjust the chat box. It's shrunk on me. Betray Grace. That's fantastic. Okay. So that's our turn. It's now its turn. It can't grab anybody with its cunning trait. And ooh, we have Vanish in play again. Very exciting. So monster's gone. And then we want to move everybody onto tall grass here. So let's start with our... We all want to be in the same place. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go with you first, actually. Yeah, why not? You can't do anything else. So on a 9, Lion shows up. Oh my goodness. Lion shows up. Not a very good vanishing act here, Mr. Beast of Sorrow. Maybe that's where the sorrow kicked in his old age. No longer a stealthy lion anymore. All right, so the traps gotta be close. Yeah, I think so in addition to the chat being behind the stream, for me, I think I also, the way the chat box is, I think I couldn't see the most recent chat, and so I was only seeing it when a new one was sent. It is just kind of comical. But it is what it is. But yes, not so sneaky now, Mr. Lion. However, this does mean that you're going to get grabbed again. Damn it. Okay, well, maybe we have a few people in melee, and then that way we have multiple targets for grab this turn. But first thing first, let's hit location scout. So that'll be the action. Picking up the 3 cards. Where the heck is this trap? We haven't found it yet. We have not found it yet. Okay, so let's put this one first. Okay, let's do that. There we go. And we're going to go with our boy, our Lucidin here first. And we are going to do Blood Paint. So we get 3 attacks instead of 2. First 2 with the Fist and Teeth. Oh, God. Yeah, that's going to be a hard miss. And, oh, you know what? We're not going to use the Blood Paint, actually, just because we want to crit. And, actually, I guess we do still have a lot of luck. One moment here, just checking some notes. Yeah, I think we still will. So we'll hit on a 4. Oh, we get perfect hits, meaning we get a second dice. Amazing. So we get 2 hits. Very nice. All right. Let's try to do this a little bit safe. So we crit on a 7 in this case, and we're going to do the Beast's Temple here. Okay, so we do crit. Another wound down. We don't get Savage, though, because this isn't a Fist and Tooth attack. Let's see, is there anything I'm forgetting on the Silver Sword? Plus D10 strength. I guess we'll do that, because on a perfect hit, so we get 4 extra strength. And I don't actually know what Barbed does. Let me take a look at that really quick. I think I totally forgot to do Barbed every single time. Barbed X. On a perfect hit, gain X strength. Oh, no, it was just telling me what Barbed was. Never mind. Sharp, though, is extra strength, too. So let's just roll another one. So 1. So we're going to get, on this first attack, an extra 5 strength, but we crit it anyways, which is nice. And so you go down over here, because this is a persistent injury, which is pretty awesome. The blow wallops the white lion's head, causing shockwaves of blinding pain. Persistent injury. Whenever the white lion draws AI, roll 1d10. If the result is 1 or 2, discard the card and end the monster's turn. Heck to the yeah. Okay, and then this one would be really nice to crit as well. So we crit on a 7. Dang, we do not. That's too bad. Okay. A 2. Do we still wound on a 2? We might. Alright, so... And I get to reroll this, because I'm sharp. So 2. So adding 6 to this. Alright, so... 2 plus 6 is 8. Plus 11 is 19. So we still cause a wound. Amazing. Oh, and because of that, it doesn't do its Beast's Back failure response. Amazing. Okay, so that's pretty fantastic. I think we're going to risk it with our lose it in here, and he is going to surge, going down to 1 survival, and we're going to do that again. So 2 dice, hitting on 6s. Oh, we get a perfect hit, so we get another dice to throw in there too. Amazing, so we get 3 hits. Now, I won't be surprised if we get the trap. Let's see. Strange Hand. Beast's Ear. And not the trap. Oh my goodness. What are the chances? My goodness. Okay, so we have a persistent injury there, a critical wound there, and a critical wound there. Knockdown isn't going to do anything though. So let's have this one, this one, this one. That we'll do first. So we crit on 6s, which is pretty wild. We only have 3 wounds left to do, including the basic action. So, oh my goodness, this could be it. So we don't get a crit on the Strange Hand. I believe we might still wound, though. Let me just double check that. We might not, actually. So 5, I think we needed a 6. Okay, so 6. Yeah, that's an 11, so that is just shy. So it is going to perform a basic attack against us. Let's do that quick. Which is going to be 3 speed. I think we got a bunch of... Yeah, we do. So we got a whole bunch of evasion. That is going to be 2 hits, and we can dodge, which we're probably going to, but let's see where it connects with first. The body and the hands. Do we need to? We'll dodge the body, and we'll take it on the hands. So the hands go down to 0 armor. Okay, and then back to our go here. So critting the Beast's Ear on a 6. Fantastic. And we do actually cause 2 wounds because of this, because of Savage. So boom, we just need 1 more wound after this. And it gains a -1 accuracy token, which is the second one it's gotten. Fantastic. Okay, so that is something. And then critting the last card on a 6. Oh, finish things off with a Lantern 10, and that is going to be the end of this fight as we take out its basic action. I am going to see where the heck this trap was. Let's see. Second from the bottom. Clever boy. Amazing. Well, that worked out really well for us. Okay, so we get a bit of a special... Well, the aftermath is identical, but this is our first level 3 fight done, which is cool. And so technically, Arluza had chimed in and said that like the Beast of Sorrow is kind of like a level 2.5. And I think I would concur because it doesn't have all of the traits and as much toughness or modifiers as the level 3 does when I took a look at it. But it still gets the level 3 rewards and then a couple of extra things too. So I'm going to be back in just a sec. I'm just going to clean this up. And then we'll do the aftermath. And looking at the time, I think still the settlement phase too. We got time for that. So back in just a minute here. Okay, there we go. I'll put those guys off a little bit further. Sweet. So yeah, first level 3 monster in the books. Well, level 2.5 once again, but still very exciting. Very exciting. The 4 like monster level damage was no joke for sure. That was cool. The amount of damage it actually did on its normal attacks seemed very piddly, I will say that. And as long as I remember to do it, and I think I remembered most times, I did forget at the end though, so thanks again, Mike, on the reminder about cunning. Managed to play it pretty good there, I think. So, yay, learning! Okay, and so first things first, before we get into the settlement phase proper, there is our boy, the white lion. I kind of wish that the legendary monsters had like a little lore blurb to go with them, even if it's just a sentence or two, it'd be neat. Alrighty, so Aftermath, level 2 plus 2 hunt XP, plus weapon proficiency, plus rewards. Okay, so let us do this thing. Complete Showdown. Showdown was victorious. Oops, one thing first actually. So we're lose it in. Proficiency point earned. Asina, you don't get a proficiency point. Lynn, are you a spear person? Yes, so you do get a proficiency level. Awesome, and you're gonna get, yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed. Cool, there you go. We're gonna have our first spear specialist, which is exciting. Complete Showdown. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's awesome. And let's see. So 2 hunt XP and weapon proficiency levels. That is awesome. Do you just want to take a quick look? So as far as fist and teeth progression, ooh, our Lucidin is 1 away from being our very first master of anything being fist and teeth. That's cool. And Lynn, just gonna see. Oh, awesome. So it did show up automatically. Specialization Spear. When attacking with a spear, if you draw a trap, roll 1d10. On a 7+, cancel the trap. Discard it and reshuffle the hit location discard into the hit location deck and draw a new card. Limit once per round. Pokestick specialty. Amen, Mike. That's awesome. Okay, cool. I am stoked on that. That sounds freaking sweet. And then rewards. First time the white line is defeated, add Katerian to the 7 locations. Group gains the following reward. So this is a level 3, 4 basic, 8 lion, and 1 elder teeth. Saga. I don't think we have Saga, but I'll take a look. Language, lantern, hello. Ooh, and ultimate weapon. I can't forget that. So I'm glad I actually looked through here first, because we gain a monster resource of our choice from the resource deck. Which is cool. But no Saga, so we don't get whatever that thing is. Alrighty, Rue. Let's do the basic ones first. Let's give this just 1 shuffle. I think I shuffled it earlier tonight. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put those up there. And then we get 8 white lion. I think it might do the one that you can turn into 2 hide. That sounds good. Because we have been craving leather. Oops. Don't cheat, don't look at those. 1 shuffle. There we go. And 1, that was upside down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. And then is the shimmering mane in this side? Golden whiskers. No, it's not. So it means we got the shimmering mane, which is cool. And we are going to get that one a second time because we can choose an extra one. Alright, so let's take a look. Oh, we also gain 1 more thing too. Elder cat's teeth. Elder cat teeth strange resource. What is that? We do actually get an iron, so I'm just gonna pull that aside. That's from something else though. Elder cat's teeth. As sharp as they are strange. Well, that's fun. Cool. Put that over there too. Put all of these resources over on the side. All right, let's, excuse me, take a quick look over here because we do get some other things from the legendary monster page. Victory, use the level 3 White Lion resources plus 1 Iron Strange resource. Nominate the survivor that dealt the killing blow, which is Arluzidin, to gain a random fighting art. Arluzidin doesn't need any fighting arts, but let's see what they get. So add random fighting art. So it would be Order of Death, but we're going to keep the ones that we have because we had that earlier. Really liked it. But Arluzidin is kitted out with Monster Claw Style, which is amazing for Fist and Teeth. Combo Master, which I'm quite liking, and then also King Step, which we definitely don't want to get rid of. We worked hard to get that. Okay, was there anything else, or was that? Cool. That appears to be that. I thought there was, I don't know if this is correct or not. I'm assuming I'm probably wrong. But I thought there was like another specific resource that only dropped on level 3s, but that you got all the time. Black Lichen, yeah, where does Black Lichen come from? But it didn't say it on the showdown, so I'm assuming no Black Lichen. Other cat strange resource. All right, let's take a look at our resources here. So we got the testes, fun. Let's bring these over here too. So we got so many resources. This is exactly what I wanted, and I am here for it. So let's put that there, put that there. And these are all of the normal ones. Okay, awesome. We got some good stuff, methinks. All right, so white fur, lion claw, lion testes, more white fur, more white fur. We did get that shimmering mane, which we can turn into 2 basic hide resources, which is awesome. We got a organ, we got a eye of cat. Very nice. Great cat bones, great cat bones. Awesome, awesome. Okay, love juice. Oh, perfect bone. That's sweet. I really wanted one of those. Also a perfect hide. What are the chances? Monster bone, monster organ, monster hide, and another lion claw. There we go there. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, John or will both probably know. I'll look it up after 2. Okay, let's get all of these resources into storage here. So the shimmering mane I'm going to take twice because I can from the ultimate weapon thing. So I'm just going to add 4 basic hide. We'll get rid of you. And then a 5th one from the basic deck. So that one is out of there too. And then 3 white fur. I guess may as well do the basic first here. So we got 1 monster organ. We got a love juice, which we're not really concerned about the love juice portion, which is kind of nice. And then we got a monster bone. And 2 perfects, perfect hide and perfect bone. Fantastic. Yeah, stoked on that because I think I know exactly what I'm going to make with the perfect bone. If I remember correctly, it's the first aid kit. Okay, boom, 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 and then down to the white lion. 3 white furs. 1, 2, 3. Add those back there. Okay, 2 great cat bones, 2 lion claws. There we go. These ones are done also. Okay. Lion testes, yum yum yum, sinew, and eye of cat. Yeah, Just make 3 dual-wielding scrap sword guys. That actually sounds fun because I've got so many of them. Probably should. Okay, and then strange resource, not to be forgotten. We've got the iron. We've got 2 of those now. Awesome. And elder cat's teeth. Cool. So I think that we could make the... There's a dagger we can make with that, I think. I don't know if it's any good, though, but still cool. So we'll put these back in the strange resources. There we go there. Okay, so we got that, and I think... Just going to double check this aftermath. Yeah, just the 1 iron. All right, so let's remove this book for now. I'm sure we'll pull it back momentarily, though. And jump into the settlement phase. So first things first, we've done all this automatically because of the app, which is fantastic. Checking our timeline, we are at Black Harvest, which I'm really excited for. But first things first, settlement event. Open maw. We've had a lot of things trying to eat us today. A large stone face slowly opens its mouth. Survivors prove their bravery by... is it going to focus? Maybe... That looks like it's not going to focus. Dagger may be good for lamesmen? Who's the lamesmen? There ain't no lame people in this. Oh, kingsmen. Yeah, lame. Beautiful. Brave the maw. Roll any amount of d10s and add the result. If you roll any doubles, the maw snaps shut, leaving you trapped. Okay. What? So, is this just, Oh, okay. So we get to just kind of choose. So this is just a settlement event that we can endeavor at. Well, let's maybe see if we can do something with... We don't really know what this is, so let's see. Let's do Amaram, because he's an old grubbly person. Let's start with 4 dice, which is a little risky. 4 dice, and we'll add the totals. No doubles, though. We get a double. Amaram is eaten. Okay, eaten by a maw. Stone maw, and he is dead. Okay, that doesn't mean no one else can do it though. So let's see. Yeah, 3 has the best of odds. I think I'll do 3 for this next one. Unless there's another kind of plebeian that we don't really care for. Risen, we do like. You, we do like. You've got some good stuff too. You too. Okay, yeah, so we don't really have any plebeian characters left. Funny enough, other than Vestim, actually. You know what? We're going to do 4 on Vestim, and then if we do any more, we're not going to do 4. Okay, amazing. So no double. 12, we get 20. What do we get with the 20? You brave the darkness of the mouth for just a moment before bolting to safety. Gain +2 courage. Well, I don't think we're going to do this anymore, because if that's the best thing from that point, I don't think we're going to have the chance of getting really much higher. So 2 courage we'll take, and then we're going to take our endeavors elsewhere. We do get to read bold, though, so let's do that really quick. Yeah, eaten by maw, the brave story of a double roller. But hey, I'll take it. We had no doubles doing the mining or the herbalism thing, so I'll take it. Okay, that is way too far. Bone Witch, Crush and Devour, bold. Okay, so bold. We are in the settlement phase. Matchmaker is an ability that Vestim's going to get. Matchmaker. When you are a returning survivor, once per year, you may spend 1 endeavor to trigger intimacy. That's fun. Okay, and then roll a d10. Getting a 5. Gain an extra endeavor this settlement phase. That we shall do. Okay. Cool. And then, yeah, belly maw, open maw, we are done with you. So let's do the Black Harvest, which I'm excited for. Black Harvest, level 1. So Underground Sow is done, and we can't do it again. Well, I guess technically we could if we wanted to, but we kind of want to after fighting the Dung Beetle Knight again, which I don't know if we're going to have enough Lanterneers to actually do this campaign. We'll see. Because I really want to get more Phoenix gear and also get into blacksmith stuff. Okay, so Black Harvest. This is our first time being here. Yeah, that herb roll was nuts. It's probably going to be a once in a literal lifetime of me playing this game kind of roll. Rotten Acanthus. Ooh, okay, first things first. The settlement nominates a survivor to be the Gatherer. The Gatherer performs one of the following events depending on the level of Black Harvest. In addition, the settlement may unbury gear that they encase and buried in Underground Sow story event, which is what we're really stoked on. Okay, so who do we want to be the Gatherer? Let's do Vistim again. Rotten Acanthus. The Gatherer descends into the darkness. They inhale dangerous vapors. We do have a little art here showing this too. Gaining 2 insanity and a random disorder. They return with armfuls of rancid ferns. Picking through them, the settlement finds 2 fresh Acanthus strange resources. If the Gatherer has legendary lungs, they are able to go deep enough to find a half-digested white lion corpse. Gain 1 white lion resource. Cool. Well, we don't get that last piece. One thing, too, I totally forgot to share is the cool black and white art on this page. Which is pretty sweet. Alrighty, Roo. So we get 2 fresh Acanthus. We'll grab that first. Strange resources. Fresh Acanthus. Boom, boom. And then a random disorder for Vistim here. Binge eating. Cannot depart unless you have consumable gear in your grid. You must consume if a choice to consume arises. I mean, after getting a post-traumatic stress disorder in the fight, or from the hunt phase, suiting. Very suiting to become a binge eater. Alrighty. Departing survivors gain 2 survival. Okay, unbury gear. This is the part that I'm really excited for. Nominate 1 or more survivors to be restorers. A survivor cannot be a restorer if they have endeavored elsewhere this settlement phase. They carefully unbury the encased gear and gingerly work to free the item without damaging it. Let's see. The group may archive a sell strange resource to add 4 to the results. Okay, all restorers are exhausted by their tasks. They cannot depart or spend endeavors as settlement phase, so I'm going to use some of my farmers for this then. Each restorer selects 1 buried gear from storage and rolls 1d10. The group may archive a sell strange resource to add 4 to the results. So 4 basically gives us a success of the classification, which, I mean, I would like very much. Let's see. Do we have any sell strange resources? We don't. Okay, so we are leaving it up to the dice gods here. All right, so we got 2 things, and I really want both of them. This is gonna be, 5+. So just a little bit better than 50-50 odds. All right, well, let's do the shoulder blades first. Okay, shoulder blades are good. We can take them out. And let's do the regenerating blade next. 5+. Oh. Whew. Okay, that brings me great joy. I'm just going to grab those things and we'll look at them really quick here. Actually, I think I put them in here. So let's just look at them on the phone because that'll be easier. So storage, gear, wet resin crafter, calcified shoulder pads. So what we buried a couple of turns ago. You gonna focus? If I get closer, you're gonna focus. Yeah, apparently not. Maybe you focus now. You don't want to focus. Alas. Well, anyways, let's see. Actually, I got an idea here. I wonder if I can just close that and use that as a backdrop. Yay, that worked. So sentry shoulder pads. 1 armored at all locations and also ripple pattern. When you are attacked, roll 1d10. On a 10, ignore the hit, which is pretty sweet. So that's the item that we made a while back and then we buried. And it's now becoming the calcified shoulder pads, which is add 3 armored all hit locations, and then that same ripple pattern ability, which is pretty freaking wild. And then we also buried the, let's get up to the rare gear. Where are you at? There we go. Regenerating blade. Where are you? Rawhide, regal. There we go. We also buried this interesting little nuggets. Regenerating blade, item mineral other. During the settlement phase, you may archive this to remove the disemboweled arm or dismembered leg permanent injury from one survivor, which is cool. However, we get to scoop up the, what's it called again? Calcified Juggernaut Blade. And I think I'm going to have to make this into a character now. Yeah, 3 armor to everything. And it's not considered armor, so the Acanthus Doctor is definitely going to be wearing it. Isn't that insane? And so this weapon, Calcified Juggernaut Blade. So it's interesting how it's got a blade in the name, but it isn't like a sword or anything in its actual keywords. It's weapon, melee, grand, bone, other. 1 speed, it is slow anyways. 5+ to hit. 9 strength, which is pretty bonkers. It's got block 1, which is pretty cool. And then the weapon also has +1 strength for each token you have. So I'm really stoked on that. And I think I'm going to have to make the Acanthus Doctor a Survivor Mini now because it's going to be so cool. So yeah, going to do that for sure, which I'm really stoked on. And yeah, so we get those 2 items. Just going to add them to my gear here. So add the blade. And remove the regenerating blade. Yeah, I haven't used any grand weapons, and I'm really excited to. And calcified shoulder pad. There we go. Boom, boom. And I'm gonna get rid of the sentry. Okay, cool. So we got those 2 things, which is awesome. And was there anything else that needed to be done there? Successful calcification. The gear is unburied, removed from storage, and it gains the calcified side. The gear is forever changed. You may only use its calcified version, which is neat. Which is very, very neat. Cool. So if Black Harvest is on the timeline, which it is, we could spend a calcified dung. Do we have a calcified dung to spare? I have a feeling we had to use them all up last turn, but we'll see. Dung Beetle Knights. Oh, I think it was actually a strange resource. Oh no, we do! Well, let's spend a Preserved Caustic Dun, going down to 1. And we shall also spend an Endeavor to do this, going down to 7. And what we get to do is let's see, maybe you shall focus. Maybe you shall focus for me. Nope. Maybe not. No, it doesn't want to. I'll just read it. If Black Harvest is on the timeline, you may spend 1 Preserved Caustic Dung to increase its rank by 1 to a maximum rank of 3. Limit once per settlement phase. So we have done so, and so this means the next time that we do, if we do another Dung Beetle Knight, which I kind of want to now actually, even if it is just a level 1, we can go deeper, which is pretty neat. And yeah, we shall see if we do that. Cool. So that is Dung Beetle Knight closed. Let's take a little looky. We've got so many resources now, which makes me very, very happy. Oh, that's a big scratch. Where'd that come from? There is going to be some stuff that I want to craft actually now. So first aid kits, we want to make you. Short experience, we're not too concerned about. Maybe we can do... no, not too concerned about augury. Wet resin crafter, I don't think there's anything we can make with you. Weapon crafter, we're not concerned with you. Leather worker, we're also not concerned with you right now. Skinnery, definitely not. Plumery, I don't think there's anything we can make with you, but we'll keep you up just in case. Stone circle, no. Bonesmith, no. Catarium, no. I guess maybe let's look at the cat fang knife just for fun. Since we've never done it before. Shared experience. And we'll put the blacksmith to the side, because we could maybe unlock it. Okay, maybe let's look at the blacksmith first. And so, progress. Oh, first things first. No, first things first, going to innovate. So let's do the innovations first. I'm just gonna put those over there. And innovate. So we spend a endeavor, going down to 6. And then we are going to get rid of some basic stuff. So a monster bone, a monster hide, and a monster organ. Done deal. And let's see what we get. So we get to pick up 4 cards. Just gonna shuffle them up here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, sacrifice. I think we've seen you before. Death ritual, so you can kill your population on a 1. Or gain some stuff. Interesting. Storytelling. Survival limit +1. And story time is 2 endeavors with some different things. Okay. Scarification we've seen before. You suffer different stuff depending on the body part you roll, which is interesting. Bloodletting. Breathing a vein, spend 1 resource and roll 1d10, gain understanding, lose all survival, gain insanity, cured. I don't really care for that one. I think it's probably going to be storytelling at this point, because scarification I'm not huge on. Sacrifice I'm also not huge on. I feel like it's kind of like not in line with the motif of the settlement. So yeah, storytelling. Let's do that. Okay, storytelling consequences get added, so we'll do that first. Records. Cool, records it is. And so what is records? You gain a Scholar of Death Secret Fighting Arts. You labor laboriously to create a volume about a monster you defeated during your lifetime. Add monster name, volume X for X's level of the defeated monster. This is second level record sheet. The work is exhausting. You retire. There can be up to 3 volumes for each monster. What is that? Interesting. Yeah, I think bloodletting did, but yeah, I like storytelling. And like, what is White Speaker? I'm very curious. Records, I'm also very curious about. What does monster name X actually do in game? Very curious indeed. Okay, so that is the endeavor done. Put those back, and just gonna go through my endeavors here also, because what was the cost of 3 scrap and 6 bones to make the blacksmith? We do have a fair amount of scrap right now, I think. Yeah, we got a total of 6. And then how many bones? We got a fair amount from the White Lion. You know what? Let's do it. Let's make that happen and unlock the blacksmith. Cool, let's do that. Okay, basic. So that is 1, 2, 3, then 6 bones. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, awesome. All right, so blacksmith is unlocked. I'm probably not going to go through all of the gear for this on camera, and I'm going to take a look through afterwards. Scrap shield, beacon shield, a ring whip, polishing lantern, purpose slayer, dragon slayer, lantern glaive, lantern dagger, lantern sword, and then lantern armor. Cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, we'll check out that. I think we'll probably check that out next time. I am curious about the cat fang knife. Let's take a little look at that just for fun. I don't know if that's something I'm actually going to want to make. And I'm probably going to save resources for the blacksmith, but I am curious. So cat fang knife, what are you? All right, so it's obviously dagger, 3 speed, 6+ to hits, 2 strength. On a perfect hit, gain +1 to strength token. When knocked down, remove all your strength tokens. Interesting. So perfect hits. I wonder if there's any ways to like increase your range of perfect hits, because that would work good with that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that right now. Out of curiosity, though, what do you need to make it? 4 organ and elder cat teeth. Yeah, we're not going to do that right now. There are some things that we do want to do, though. So we're going to put that back. Barber surgeon. We definitely want to make the first aid kit. So let's go ahead over there. First aid kits. So leather and a perfect bone. Done deal. Let's craft that. And so the reason we want to do this is we can use this with our Acanthus Doctor and have even more armor points, which is just awesome. And it's also a good ability too. So on arrival, so once we get to the fight, all survivors gain 3 survival, which is cool. Yeah, I'm not going to make that dagger there, I agree. And remove 1 bleeding or negative attribute token from yourself or an adjacent survivor. So like that too. Super cool. So we got that. And then we also have Oh, I wonder if we can make a charm. We could, but we can't because we don't have pottery. Okay, so we can't make a charm with the perfect organ. That's okay. What else do we want to make? I think we can't make anything of the plumery. But let's just see just for fun. Plumery. No, we don't have any of the resources to do anything there. I think next turn is going to be, or next fight is going to be a whatchamacallit, a fight against the big bird guy though. Okay. Where's the crafter? Nothing to make there, I don't think. I'll take a quick little look though, just in case. Oh, we could actually make the rainbow wing belt. Item flammable. When any of your attack rolls are 1, you may re-roll them. Interesting. So funny enough, that would be something that might help out that dagger a little bit, but not in a meaningful way. Excuse me. Okay, weapon crafter, not going to worry about that. Okay, barber surgeon, we're done with you. Ooh, we do want to spend some endeavors at you though. Well, let's take a quick look at blacksmith and just see if there's anything I can make there. I can make a beacon shield apparently. 4 bones, 3 leather, and 2 iron. I kind of want to do that actually. So beacon shield. Weapon, melee, shield, metal heavy, add 2 to all locations, and also block 2. So you spend your action to ignore 2 hits next time you're attacked. That's pretty sweet. I'm tempted to just go ahead and make that. That's freaking awesome. Lantern glaive. Weapon, melee, spear, axe, 2-handed, finesse, metal, sharp. Add 1d10 strength to each wound attempt. Early iron. When an attack roll is 1, cancel any hits in any attack. Ooh, that stinks. Everything else about it is good though. 2 speed, 6+, and sharp. Interesting. I'm not gonna look at the armor for now, just because I feel pretty happy with the armor that I've got for the moment. Polishing lantern, I can make you 2. Spend action to polish the edge of your adjacent survivor's finesse weapon. It gains 4 strength to the next attack. Interesting. Oh, and wait a minute. What was that? Ignore early iron. Cool. Lantern sword. I'm so jaded on swords because we have so many of them now. 3 speed, 5+ to hits, 3 strength, but also sharp, and then early iron again. So I guess everything has early iron. Ring whip. Yeah, early iron as well. Ooh, reach 2 on the whip. Very nice. Scrap shields. What's the difference here? Just 1 armor and just 1 block. I'm guessing this is easier to make. 3 bones, 2 scrap, 3 leather. Yeah, so it is a little easier. Just for fun. Lantern dagger. Yeah, I'm really not really keen on daggers. Dragon Slayer, I can't make you, but I'm curious. Ooh, that's cool. Weapon, melee, grand, 2-handed, heavy. Cool. Gauntlets. +2 accuracy with clubs. Interesting. Lantern Greaves. If you get all of the affinities connected, you get +2 movement. That's pretty awesome. Also 5 armor. Holy moly. Lantern Helm, 5 armor. Earplugs. You are deaf. -1 accuracy. -1 accuracy. Lantern Mail. So this is the waist. Green affinity. Perfect Slayer. Cool. 14 strength. My goodness. Oof, I might go ahead and make this beacon shield. I think I'm going to do it. It just looks too cool not to. Let's do it. Okay, so we got a skull. We're going to use the Elder Cat teeth for this for sure. That sounds good. And then do we want to do iron? So it does need the 2 iron. Those are the only 2 iron I have, which isn't great, but I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Bone 4, leather 3, 2 iron. Do we have any other bone? No, we don't. So that would be using... I feel like this is basically using almost everything we have in some ways, but this shield looks freaking awesome, and I think we're going to go for it. Let's craft that bad boy. Cool. Beacon shield is made. I'm probably going to put that on the Acanthus Doctrine menu once we get that together. Awesome. Okay, well, so there's something I do really want to get rid of, which is trepanning on our Acanthus Doctor because of that horrendous Hesina. There we go. Disorder that they got, the apathetic one. All right, so going down to 5 endeavors, and we are going to trepan Hesina. So we are looking for a 7 to 9. Intracranial hemorrhage, severe injury. Okay. Disorder, severe injury, intracranial hemorrhage. Where are you at? You can no longer use or gain survival. This injury is permanent. It can't be recorded. Oh my goodness. So now we need to get rid of that. All right, well, let's do another one, going down to 4. Yeah, currently still being apathetic about that shield. All right, 5. We can carry disorder, so we can get rid of apathetic, but now we still have the hemorrhage. So we've solved one problem, but we have the exact same problem in its place. All right, so let's do another one. 5. No other disorders. Okay, so a second one. Nope. A third one. Oh, a fourth one? No. Oh, that stinks. And I don't think we have... Yeah, that is balls. We just spent all of our endeavors trying to get rid of the thing that we just gave her. Ugh, that's annoying. Well, at the end of the day, can't be too upset because that's freaking sweet. That shield and being able to unlock that. So I think next time we're going to face off against a level 1 Phoenix again. Probably going to leave that survivor at home and try to get rid of that hemorrhage thing because that stinks. But yeah, I think probably going to sign off there, and we'll pick up in 2 weeks, facing off against the Phoenix. Mike, always a treat hanging out. Thank you for the advice and keeping me straight with the rules in the fight too. And looks like it is a knockout punch against the Beast of Sorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. And if you're watching on YouTube later on, heck yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now. Bye.